Hey, what's up guys, Bird Turtle. Today, I am going to be showing you how to make epic YouTube thumbnails without using Adobe Photoshop, with just using Microsoft Word. It's free, it's easy, and before we get to the video, so if you honestly don't care what I'm about to say, you can skip forward a little bit, but I finally figured out how to make OBS actually record the full window. I was having trouble with getting a black screen, and so I figured it out. I might make a video showing people how to fix it because there's a lot of other videos out there, but they didn't actually help. So I'm spending the last 2 hours trying to fix it. Also, I'd like to say happy anniversary to Lego Star Wars. The video game series came out 14 years ago yesterday, and it's really sad that Club Penguin 2-year anniversary of being shut down. So let's get into this. So in this video, I'm gonna be creating the thumbnails that I use for my Dead Cells gaming videos. If you don't know what Dead Cells is, look it up. It's a fun game. Or watch my videos. But I'm just going to be recreating a thumbnail like this for my newest episode, but while explaining what's happening. Okay, so first thing you want to do is go ahead and launch Microsoft Word. If it doesn't look like this model, then you have an outdated version. And it's okay. You can still do the same thing. They're just going to be... everything's going to be in different places, but if you use like the search feature, you should be able to find the exact same settings. So first thing you're going to want to do to make your thumbnail is find a background. For this gaming video, I looked up the image of one of the places. For my Minecraft ones, you can look up like Minecraft background, literally just like any background that you need to find. It can even be from a nice like scene from a movie or like a scene from your video. It looks really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy that one over here. And also, for one other thing is you're gonna want to click on it, and there'll be a little like loading bar on the bottom, and you're gonna want to wait for that loading bar to finish downloading so it fully fixes it. When you get to your image that you like, you're gonna right click it, press Save Image As. Then you're gonna go to the desktop and just press save. You can name it anything you want, doesn't matter. But that's what you're gonna want to do to all of these. Then when you get here to uploading them onto Microsoft Word, you're gonna want to go to your desktop. Then you're gonna want to click on the image and drag it over. Okay. All right. So one of the key things in making these thumbnails is to make it so you can actually move the image around. See, right now as I try to drag it, nothing happens, it's stuck. So there's this little button right here, which means that it puts in front of the text, which literally just lets you move it around. If it's not right here, you can also find it in this formatting section usually. You can't find it on this model of Microsoft Word, but on most others, I'm pretty sure you can find it right here. Instead of a weird upside down U, it may also have like a dog on it. Okay, so you're gonna press that, and you're gonna press in front of text. Okay, that'll let you drag it around and easily resize it. The next thing you're gonna want to do is kind of put it in a mid-range, like right here, and drag it so both sides are equal. This will give you a nice landscape, nice size for your thumbnail. Next thing you're going to want to do is get like a person, like a character figure in it. So in a lot of videos, you can either do like yourself, you can do like a picture of PewDiePie or something, like a streamer freaking out, or or just like a character from the game. In these ones, I just used, okay, in these ones, I literally just crop out like the character from the game when I do it. But you can also often find the character like striking a pose or something. Like if I look up Dead Cells character, then often what I get is like this one, which is him actually like in pose, in action. And another tip for some people who may not have as much experience making thumbnails or using images, when the background has a gray and white filter, like over here, that means that there's actually nothing there. While on this one where it's like white, that means there's actually white stuff there. So when you drag your image across, oh shoot. Okay, so when you drag, that was an accident. So when you save your image, then it's actually gonna be white over it. Well, if you get this one, there will be nothing here. It'll just be the stencil. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy. And I'm gonna go back over here and paste it. Okay. Make sure you set it to be in front of the text, as I did before. You can resize it. What you're going to want to do is position it either on the left or the right. I think left is usually the best, because on the right, sometimes there'll be a time signal. It'll say like 13 minutes, depending on how long the video is, right here in the bottom right corner. So usually the left is the best place to go. So I'm going to place them right here, and resize them a little bit. Next thing you're going to do is include a bit of like the game or video it's actually going to be like shown. So for example, if there's a game with like these crazy like monsters or something, then you're going to look up those monsters, get them, and paste them over. What I'm going to do is I get an enemy from the game. So like this thing, this giant spider or this pirate. I'm going to choose the pirate this time. So press save image as, put it on the desktop, save it. Minimize the window, and drag it over. Okay, you may need to move. Actually, I'm going to put this behind the text. That way, I can actually see when I upload the images. Okay, I don't know why this is here. Okay, that was an accident. This thing right here, I'm just going to delete that. Alright. So let's upload this. Okay, now, as you may notice, there's a problem here. It's facing the wrong way. So how to fix this is you're going to go to Format up in the top corner, and you're going to actually you're going to press this button right here. This is going to well, no, you're not going to press that button. Sorry, you're going to press this. No. Okay. Well, one of the things you can do, because I can't find the exact button right now, you may want to look this up. Just simply flipping it over. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this, so 2.49, and remember this is 318. So I'm going to type in 3.18 quotations, and then I'm going to, oh no, oh shoot, that was wrong. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this and just flip it over, okay, simply like that. This will really not change anything in the size if you just kind of do it right. It doesn't even matter, just kind of adjust it to make it look better. This still looks pretty fine though, so I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, so now that I've flipped it over, I'm just going to set it right here and continue on. The next thing you want to do is trying to get something that'll make it so the game or thing you're doing is recognizable. So say if your title of your video is how to make epic thumbnails in YouTube, you're going to want to type that up or get like a logo or something. So I'm going to get this logo of Dead Cells right here, and I'm actually going to take it from this one. But see how this one's white and this one's red? What I'm going to do, what I did to do this is simply went to Format, pressed Color, and then I can change it to any color I want. So the red didn't really fit in with the background. So what I did was I made it white. White is usually the best thing you can do for a background, and if it's not, and so it usually is. But then, if you're doing text, for example, I recommend using the website TextCraft. The only reason I really use this website, there's also one called like cooltext.com. That's fun. Or you can simply use this one as the word text fonts, as I'm going to show you next. What I like about this is it gives you like nice fonts from different games. We have the Minecraft one. We have this stone one. What I use is the arrow for these ones, because it makes a nice like little number right here. But if you were to type something like Dead Cells gameplay, then it looks something like this. So that still looks really nice. You can adjust the colors. Just click anywhere here. You can adjust the texture by choosing the arrows, and you just tap down here to change what font it is. So after you do that, it recommends you pressing the download button right here. But what I actually do is I just right click this and save the image. Okay, and then you can drag it on. Alright, next thing I'm going to show you is how to use the text from the Word document. what you're going to want to do is go to Insert, go to Text, go to Text Box, press Simple Text Box, and you'll get this white little box right here. The first thing you're going to want to do with this is actually get rid of this fill. See how it's completely white? You're going to want to press this bucket button up here and press No Fill. That way there's nothing there. Then you're going to press this button right here, which is the outline button, and press No Outline. Once you've done that, you're going to want to delete this text and set this button over here to white. Okay? That way it can be seen in the background better. So let's just type something in, Dead Cells. Alright? Now you can easily go press to home, adjust the font, make it as big as possible, and then you're going to adjust the text size as you want. You should put it on the center paragraph, that looks better, and then you can just place it anywhere you want. But there is one problem, sometimes white doesn't actually work. So what you're going to do if white doesn't work is you're going to press this button, the text outline, and set it to black. That way it gives it a nice black outline that separates it from the background while keeping the white that pops out. Okay. A couple more things you're going to need to add. If it's part of a series, you're going to want to add a number. This is what I usually use TextCraft for. It's just typing the number. Looks really nice. I already have numbers saved, so if I just minimize these windows, I'm just going to grab number 3 because it's the 3rd episode of the Dead Cell series. I'm going to set it to in front of text and enlargen it. Like I said before, there's going to be a little thing right here, so I'm going to actually want to put this a little slightly above where it actually should be. Then I can adjust this to be wherever it wants. And the last thing you should do is kind of add a little extra effects in. So sometimes people add like explosives or red circles over it. But what I like to do is simply just get like an extra part of the game. That kind of makes it clickbait, but it really just attracts your audience to actually pay attention to what they're scrolling by on YouTube. Because oftentimes they'll see, oh, it's a 10-minute video, you know, I'm not really feeling Dead Cells gameplay right now, I'm going to pass over it. But then if they see this, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to look into this video, I'm looking into this channel, and that might actually help you. So I've already used the cursed sword and some of these other weapons, so I'm going to go ahead and use this spiked shield. Because that, in the game, the spiked shield implies some other things. It might be an all-shield challenge, and a lot of other different challenges I might take on with the spiked shield. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Okay, I'm going to drag spiked shield onto here, click it, press in front of shield, in front of it, and then resize it to go right here. That's my little extra thing. So now we got a pretty nice thumbnail. It's not the best, but it looks pretty nice. But as you, these ones all have their backgrounds cleared. So if you don't have your background actually cleared, what you're gonna want to do, let's find something that has that, like this. See how? Oh no, not like that. Like this. See how this actually has this black background? If you don't want that black background, what you're gonna want to simply do is drag it onto Word, set it so it's in front of the text, and then you're gonna press Format, and you're gonna press this Remove Background top left corner right here. Okay, this is gonna open up this type of screen. This is pretty much the photoshopping part of Microsoft Word. That literally makes it so you don't actually need Photoshop. So you're gonna either press the mark areas to keep or mark areas to remove up in the top left corner. Mark areas to keep literally adds text, adds part of the image. The purple part is all the part that's going to be excluded. See, if I click out, all that purple is gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of these white areas that I actually need, these red areas. So I added all of those back, and now we're good. But what happens if this is all added, all this black stuff? What you're going to want to do is get mark areas to remove, and try to draw around all these areas so they get removed. If it doesn't work, keep trying. It's kind of tedious sometimes, but it really helps out. It's much quicker than Word. Than Photoshop. Just gonna keep slowly removing it. Alright, there it goes. So now I got this perfect logo right here. We can just place anywhere. Boom. And then just remember, you can press color to change the color. I can, and you can just play around with these artistic effects if you want. Make it look cooler. And say you decide, oh shoot, I don't want this format, but I can't use Control-Z to undo. You can press Reset Picture, and it'll send it back to its original form. So that's really helpful. Also, if you're really feeling extra, you can use like shadow buttons and any of these extra picture effects like 3D rotate. I don't really like using those at like ever, but it can be helpful. And then again, if your wrap text button isn't appearing right here, the wrap text button should be right here, okay? And maybe have a dog instead. The last thing I'm going to cover before I finish this video is the cropping. This should be simple. You should know how to crop. It's pretty much just slicing out parts of the image and meat like really easily. So you can drag this around, and your whatever parts in this little white outline of the square, that will be what stays. You can also drag these little bars on the side, and that'll crop out parts. So see this, all the shaded areas can get removed. And then we just have that. Okay. You can always adjust the size with these buttons, but these are always easier. I don't know why you would do that. And pretty much you get almost the exact same effects you can have in Microsoft Word and in Photoshop by using Microsoft Word to make YouTube thumbnails. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. If you need help with anything else tech related, go ahead and leave a comment. If you want to see any other YouTube content, leave a comment. I'm a small creator, so subscribe, and I'll probably do whatever you're really asking me. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see y'all next time.